Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC accountancy online classes. In today's class, we will solve a problem that is related to creation of goodwill in the books of the firm and without writing it off. That is third method. Goodwill will appear in the balance sheet. Third method means goodwill will appear in the new balance sheet. So, let us straight away take up that problem. Problem number 13, page number 42 of your question bank. Problem number 13, page number 42. Vani and Sandhya are partners sharing profits and losses in the proportion of 3/5 and 2/5. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2018 was as follows. Let us see the balance sheet. If you see the balance sheet, liability side, creditors, you know it very well, normal liabilities will appear in the new balance sheet. Reserve. This is accumulated reserve. As per the procedure, what we have to do? We have to distribute this reserve among the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. What is the profit sharing ratio here? 3/5 and 2/5, very clearly given in the problem. So when we transfer it to partners capital accounts, it should be transferred to opposite side. This is appearing on the left hand side, transfer it to right hand side of the partners capital account, it's credit side. By reserve, old ratio, distribute among old partners only. Then profit and loss account, similarly like your reserve, in the same way you have to treat, you have to credit it to old partners capital account only in their old profit sharing ratio. Remember, this is also like reserve, this is accumulated profit because it appears on the liability side. If profit and loss account appears on the asset side, it is accumulated loss should be transferred to opposite side, correct? That is debit side of, that is partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio only to old partners capital account, remember. Then capital balances, that is starting point of capital account, by balance brought down on the credit side, you have to enter the amount. Let us move on to the asset side, cash at bank. Cash at bank, stock. So all entries must be passed through bank, not cash. Remember, no cash business here. Stock is an asset, current asset. Debtors, there is a provision, furniture, buildings, machinery. On 1/4/2018, Chaya is admitted into partnership on the following terms. Let us see what are the terms of this admission. She should bring rupees 40,000 as capital. When the new partner brings in capital, that is not in the form of cash. Remember, you have to pass entry, that is bank account detail, to new partners capital account on the credit side of new partners capital account by bank. You have to enter the amount in new partners capital account, that's all. Then share is given 1/4 share, 1/4 share, and goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 25,000. So value of goodwill is given 25,000, that is third method. When goodwill is to be created, journal entry is goodwill accounted to old partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. Remember, old profit sharing ratio. We have to give credit to old partners only by goodwill created, old ratio. That's what you have to do. Then Depreciate furniture by 10%, you know it very well. Depreciation always is a loss to the business, should be entered on the debit side of revaluation account because there is a decrease in the value of an asset. Decrease in the value of an asset, debit side of revaluation account to furniture depreciation, calculate and enter the amount. Then appreciate buildings by 20%, reverse, that is increase in the value of the asset, enter it on the credit side of revaluation account and add it to the concerned asset in the balance sheet. Then PDD is increased by rupees 3000. PDD is to be increased 3000, increased by rupees 3000. Remember, it is not 2 rupees 3000. If it is 2 rupees 3000, what is the consequence? What will be the consequence? Zero effect, friends. Already 3000 is there. They told in the adjustment, keep it at 3000. So, what is the effect? Zero. No adjustments at all, no treatment at all for that. Here it is by rupees 3000 means this is the amount which should be increased. Old PDD plus this 3000 together we should deduct in the new balance sheet. That is already there is 3000. Now again new provision should be created, that is 3000. So 6000 should be deducted in the new balance sheet and in revaluation account on the debit side you have to enter rupees 3000. On the debit side you have to enter 3000 to provision for doubtful debts created. Then an amount of rupees 2000 due to a creditor is not likely to be claimed and hence to be written off. See, whenever there is a liability, if it is written off, we were supposed to pay 2000 rupees to one of the creditors. But what the creditor told, need not pay the amount. You need not to pay the amount. So what happens? Our liability decreases. We need not pay the amount to the creditor. Creditor told, don't pay the amount. It is settled. Then what happens? It is a gain to the business, is a profit to the business, is nothing but decrease in the value of a liability. Decrease in the value of a liability is a profit to the business. So enter it on the credit side of revaluation account by creditors within bracket written off. That is what you have to do. And in the new balance sheet, creditors inner column less written off, write the amount, deduct it and write the net amount in the outer column. That is what you have to do. So that's all about the problem. Very simple, right? Let's solve it. Revaluation account, draw the columns, write the heading. Revaluation account. Revaluation account. Debit credit is a must. I told you at the beginning itself, I may not write sometimes, but you must write. In board exam, you have to practice from here itself so that in board exam automatically you will write. No need to remember it again. Particulars, amount in rupees in board exam, you need to draw the JF column also. Remember, you must write rupees here. Particulars, amount in rupees. Don't forget to write the column headings. And remember the column headings in exam. What happens sometimes, you know everything about the solution, but you while drafting the columns, you may forget which columns are required. So it may land you in trouble. So be careful. Practice at home. Practice some problems at home. Your problem will be solved. Yes, let us move on to the solution. First part is, that is by buildings account appreciation on the credit side. Already told you why it should be entered on the credit side, because there is increase in the value of an asset, that is building. Appreciation. Show the calculations here. That is 40,000 into 20%, right? 40,000 into 20%. So 8,000 amount will be 8,000. Then creditors written off on the credit side itself. You can put ditto mark also, no problem. No need to write by again. Creditors written off. If you refer NCERT textbook reader, there by and to concept is not there at all. But as per the instructions given from the board, we have to, it's better to write by and to. Let us follow that system. Written off. How much? 2,000, right? To furniture account, depreciation, how much? 10,000 into 10%, 10,000 into 10%, 1,000, 1,000. Then PDD, provision for doubtful debts, account, provision for doubtful debts account. How much it is? That's increase. 3,000 rupees increased, right? 3,000. That's all. Close the account. Find out the difference. Transfer it to which partner? To whom you have to give? Only to the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio, remember. So 10,000. 10,000, write the same total on the other side. Take the total of higher side first, write the same total on the other side. Find out the difference. It will be 6,000. 6,000. Write it. That is, transfer it to partners capital also. To old partners capital. Remember, if you forget to write the word old, they may deduct 1 mark. Remember. So, old partners capital account. Partners capital accounts. Capital accounts. That is Vani and Sandhya, right? Vani, Sandhya. Their profit sharing ratios are given 3/5 and 2/5. So 6,000 into, share it among them, 3/5, 6,000 into 2/5. 2/5 is equal to how much? 3,600 and 2,400. 2,400. Profit. This is profit, correct? Because credit side is greater than the debit side. So, income is more than the expense. Profit is more than the loss. So, net profit. So, profit on revaluation. Don't write revaluation account. That is, on revaluing the assets and reassessment of liabilities, we are deriving the profit or loss. So, profit on revaluation, not revaluation account. Profit on revaluation, balancing figure. Balancing figure, that's all. Your account is done. Revaluation account is done. Now, let us move on to the next step. What do we have to do? We have to prepare partners capital. Remember, in examination, whatever is asked in the problem, just prepare that much only. If goodwill account is not asked, don't prepare. Why to prepare? After preparing, if there is a mistake, then they will deduct marks for that. They will deduct 1 mark for that. So, better stick on to whatever is asked in the problem, solve it properly and come out. That's all done. Combined capital accounts of partners. Combined capital accounts of partners. Combined capital accounts of partners. Draw the columns. 3 columns on either side. one column for new partner. Yes, I'll write in short forms. Don't write short forms, but you don't write short forms. Debit credit is a must. Particulars. Then write the names of the partners. Vani, Sandhya and new partner is Chaya. Correct? So Vani in rupees, write full name of the partner, Sandhya and Chaya. Here also same thing. Particulars. Vani, Sandhya and Chaya. Right? Let us start with the opening balance. Capital account mostly shows, always shows which balance? Credit balance. Because capital balances in the balance sheet appears on the liability side. I told you all liabilities will have credit balance and all assets will have debit balance. Very simple. Remember this rule, it is enough for you. You will not get confused which balance I have to write, which side I have to write at the beginning. No need to remember that part. So by balance brought down, write the amount. How much? 60 and 30. 60,000, 30,000. Nil in other column. Then refer balance sheet on the liability side. Accumulated profit and reserves. There is a reserve. There is a reserve. Yes. So distribute it among the old partners. Old ratio 3:2. 3:2. Old ratio OR 3:2. Just write within bracket like this. OR 3:2. Reserve. How much? 12,000 and 8,000. 12,000 and 8,000 because reserve amount is 20,000. Distribute it among the old partners in their old ratio. 3:2. Then there is profit and loss account on the liability side is an accumulated profit. 5,000. Distribute again by profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. 3:2. Old ratio. Or 3 and 2. Correct. 3 and 2. Nothing to new partner. Then what else? Revaluation account. There is a profit on revaluation. Refer the journal entry. Revaluation account debtor to old partners capital account. So old partners capital account is credited by revaluation account. Revaluation account. Revaluation account. Profit. Within bracket profit. Write the amount. How much it is? 3,600 and 2,400. Nothing to new partner. Then refer adjustment. Chaya is admitted. She should bring rupees 40,000 as capital for 1/4 share. So when new partner brings in capital, cash account debtor, that's bank account debtor in this case because cash at bank is there. Cash in hand is not there in the balance sheet. Bank account debtor to new partner's capital, Chaya's capital account. So Chaya's capital account is credited by bank account. Capital introduced. Capital introduced. How much it is? 40,000, right? 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. Then what? One more item is there, goodwill treatment. They told, and goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 25,000. That's all. That means we have to create goodwill in the books of the firm. We have to create goodwill. How to create goodwill? Goodwill account debtor to old partner's capital account. So credit goodwill by goodwill account. By goodwill account. Only to old partners in their old ratio, right? OR. OR, that is 3:2. OR 3:2. Distributed among the partners 15 and 10, right? 15,000 and 10,000. 10,000. Then what? That's all. Close it. Find out the difference. There are no entries on the debit side, so naturally credit side will be greater. So take the total of credit side first, write the same total on the other side and find out the difference. That is the amount. That is final balance of capital in their capital account. Final balance of capital in their capital account. So write the total. First one is 93,600. 93,600. Then second one is 52,400. 52,400. And 40,000 in new partners column, only one entry is there. Then write the same total on the other side. 93,600, 52,400 and 40,000. 40,000. That itself is the difference. That itself is the capital balance. So right here on the debit side, to balance carried down. To balance carried down, balancing figure. Balancing figure. How much? 93,600, 93,600, 52,400 and 40,000. 40,000. That's all. I told you a point here. What is that? Bring down the balance. Otherwise, they will deduct 1 mark. Remember. So, by balance brought down. By balance brought down. Write the same figure again. 93,600, 52,400 and 40,000. 93,600, 52,400 and 40,000. Don't draw column here. I have drawn by mistake. So, don't draw here line. Keep it open. That's all. That is the opening. That's a closing balance of their capital, which should appear in the new balance sheet. Now, let us move on to the last part, that is preparation of balance sheet. Hello students, welcome to 2nd PU Accountancy online classes. In the previous class, I told you Mahendra and Surendra, that is adjustment of capitals, page number 43, problem number 14, 1-4, page number 43, problem number 14. I will read out the problem and let us analyze. Mahendra and Surendra are equal partners in a firm. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2017 stood as follows. Liabilities side, creditors, bank loan. Bank loan is a normal liability, like creditors it is. Capitals, Mahendra and Surendra. Balances given, that is a starting point by balance brought down in capital account on the credit side. Then on asset side, it is stock is given. See, assets are jumbled without following that is a liquidity order rule. So you must, while writing that is a new balance sheet, while redrafting the new balance sheet, you have to make sure that you will write in the liquidity order. Remember these rules. Don't write like it is there in the problem like this, so I wrote. Don't do that, because the student should know how to write a balance sheet. So that is the main concept. Sometimes intentionally they will jumble the assets and assets. So you should follow the rule. Stock 39,000. Debtors, there is a provision, land and buildings, machinery, motor car, cash at bank. If you write it in the liquidity order, which should come first? Cash at bank. There is no cash in hand. So all bank entries, no cash entries here. Then comes stock, then debtors, then you can write motor car, it's movable, machinery, then land and buildings at the end, remember. On 1/4/2017, Chandra is admitted into partnership for 1/6 share in future profits. Chandra brings rupees 26,000 as capital. Goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 14,000 and it is to be retained in the business. So this is third method again, whatever we have solved here. So what we have to do is, we have to credit goodwill to old partners' capital accounts in their old ratio. That is, goodwill account to old partners' capital account. And goodwill will appear in the balance sheet, new balance sheet, remember. Motor car and machinery have to be depreciated by 20% and rupees 3,800 respectively. That means motor car is to be depreciated by 20%. No doubt is a loss, decrease in the value of asset, debit side of revaluation account, and in the balance sheet on the asset side, motor car, inner column, less depreciation at the rate of 20%, deduct and write in the outer column. Very simple, right? Then they told 3,800 should be deducted from machinery. Machinery depreciation amount is given, not percentage. 3,800. Same thing on the debit side of revaluation account. Debit side of revaluation account to machinery depreciation 3,800, and in the new balance sheet on the asset side, machinery inner column less depreciation, deduct and write the net amount. Prepaid rent. When it is paid, it is an expense. Rent can either be an expense or an income. If the business concern provides the premises, some part is free, so that is let out on rental basis, then it is an income to the business. In that case, rent received, isn't it? When we hire someone else's building to do our business, then it will be rent paid. Rent is an expense in that case, remember. So rent can either be an expense or an income. Here it is prepaid rent. Expenses paid in advance, meaning is expenses paid in advance, rent paid in advance, which is not due. We need not have to pay, but we paid in advance. Maybe of the next month rent is paid in advance this month itself. So here it is income to the business, because if the rent wouldn't have been paid, the balance, cash balance could be more, isn't it? Cash balance would have been more. So what we have to do is, we have to enter it on the credit side of revaluation account and should be shown as an asset in the balance sheet. Prepaid rent on the asset side of the balance sheet as an asset. Then provision for doubtful debts to be maintained at 10%. Provision for doubtful debts. So 10% on debtors, they told that whenever we create, we have to create it on the gross debtors 32,000. 10% means it comes to 3,200. That they told the new provision, total provision should be 10% on debtors, that is 3,200. How much is already there in the balance sheet? 1,000. What is the difference? 2,200. That is the additional provision we have to create. So when we create additional provision, that should be debited to revaluation account, should be entered on the debit side of revaluation account, and in the new balance sheet we have to deduct straight away 10%, that is 3,200. Then we will get the net debtors. That is what we have to do here. The capital accounts of all the partners are to be adjusted in their new profit sharing ratio of 3:2:1. Based on Chandra's capital, adjustments are to be made in cash. So you have to prepare a working note, friends. What you have to do is, based on Chandra's capital, you have to decide what is the total capital of the firm and how much capital should be there of each partner as per their new profit sharing ratio. That should be calculated, and that should be carried down first. That should be carried down and brought down first. Then whatever the difference is, to bank or by bank, if it is by bank, if there is shortage on the credit side, then by bank, deficit brought in. The partner has to make good the amount which is shortage. If it is to bank, to bank, that means excess amount paid. There is an excess balance in the capital account of the partner which is returned to him. That is partner's capital account debtor to bank account. When the partner brings in bank account debtor to partner's capital. Remember this simple entry. Whenever the new partner brings in capital, bank account debtor to new partner's capital account, or bank account debtor to concerned partner's capital account. Correct. Any partner for that matter. So very simple it is. When you pay amount to the partner's capital account debtor to bank account. Bank amount goes out, it will be paid to the partner. So on the debit side we have to make entry. That's a very simple formula. Remember. So that's what we have to do. Let us prepare revaluation account first.